Hello. Hi, Neil.
你好.
How are you?
Good, very good.
So let's get started. How did you get started with guitar playing, like to get girls' attention back in school, like everybody does?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I've always loved music, so it's always been a passion of mine, just listening to music, and even before I started playing music.
Okay.
But yes, when I was in school, it didn't hurt to play the guitar to meet girls, which was always good.
Yeah.
But I really learned that I loved playing the guitar, and for me, the defining moment when I knew I wanted to play guitar was when I heard Van Halen 1, the first Van Halen record. It was a song "Running with the Devil." Mm-hmm. It was. And as soon as I heard, that was it.
Yeah,
like literally that first chord, I was playing guitar the rest of my life. So that moment, though, changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that you just finished the CG3 tour in the northeastern China. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about it?
It was great. Every time I play China, the fans are crazy, and I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
They really feel the music, and they really absorb the music, and they understand the music, and it's great. So every city we went to was very different. Okay. And I sort of like that, where every city had a different feel to it, and it had a different look to it.
So out of the 4 stops, which city impressed you the most, and why?
I can't say that because then the other cities will be mad at me.
No, it's
so
all right.
I can't do that. But
just personal impression,
I liked Dalian a lot. I thought that was a really cool city.
Yeah.
It was by the water, and we had a really good time. Yeah. They're so. But I liked them all. It was great, and the fans are always amazing to me. Okay. Always supportive, and it's so funny because even they may not speak English. Yeah. As soon as I walk in, I hear "I'm all right." Yeah. So I know the only English they know is "I'm all right." Yeah. So it's cool.
Okay. You've been to China like 2-3 times before?
I think even more, 5, 6 now.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have plans to visit China more often in the future, or maybe do a tour in the south or something?
I would love to. Every time I come to China, I love China more and more. As we were joking before. Yeah. Now I have a Weibo account, so now I'm Chinese
there
now.
You go.
It doesn't. Once you have Weibo, you're Chinese. Yeah. And a Youku account. So all joking aside, I love it here, and I really can't tour enough. In fact, I was here 2 weeks, and I feel bad going home because I want to stay. Yeah. So
it's a lot more easier for you to interact with the fans right now with all those new apps like Weibo or the Chinese Twitter.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I realized when I flew in that all my new material, all my new videos, and everything, the Chinese fans don't know about because it's on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Yeah. So now with this trip and everyone's help, we've changed that. Yeah. So
Okay. Guitar China has been your partner and friend for a long, long time. Yeah. Do you have anything to say to the Guitar China members?
Yeah. I love you. Guitar China, from the very beginning, my very first trip, has always supported me and my music, and they've always, Mel specifically, his English name, has always been amazing to me. So, and this trip has been no different. So, Guitar China is really the portal that I speak to all the Chinese guitar fans. Yep. So, I love you as the fans, and I love Guitar China for allowing me to talk to the fans.
Okay. I noticed that on your pedal board you have some really tiny pedals front mower. Why do you choose them? Like, they're not a big brand or anything.
Right. Yeah. Well, first of all, I really love the Moore pedals, and of course they're made here in China. Yeah. And I was at the NAMM show in California this past year, walking around, and I saw these little pedals. Yeah. And I tried them, and I thought, wow, they really, really sounded great. Yeah. But for me, for traveling, I can't bring a big pedal board. Okay. I want something really small that I can just, put in my carry-on bag. But it turned out that I use them all the time now. Okay. So I don't know if we'll get a shot of my pedals, but I have all more pedals there. and they're really small, like the size of this EP booster right here. So I love them, and they're Chinese. What more can we want?
So not just because they're lightweight.
No, I really, really, really like them.
Okay.
In fact, when we did this video shoot today, I could have used anything.
Okay.
And I use them today, so they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, like a moment ago when you were doing the recording, I noticed that you were using Black Star amps. Yeah. Like, I was impressed. What do you think? I mean, I've never used Black Star before.
They sound. That's a 5-watt amp.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
I was impressed. Wow.
Yeah, I have at home. I have a bunch of different amps.
Yeah.
I use all different kinds. But I do have a few Black Stars, and I've recorded with them, and I like them. So
you've used them before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 2 of them at home.
Yeah.
And in fact, I have a 112 Black Star cabinet that I used for my last 2 records. The records are called 212 and Clyde the Cat. Okay. And I would run a bunch of heads through them, and it always sounded really good. So it's great. 5 watts, though. Come on.
All right. We've also collected a few questions over Weibo. One of the questions was that, you know, a fan of you is wondering if you can show him some, you know, if you have some secret techniques about sweeping.
Oh, about sweeping. Okay.
Yeah.
The secret to sweeping is you have to do it slow.
Okay.
Because if you don't do it slow, then this hand goes crazy and this hand goes crazy. Okay. So it's always about making sure that the hands are locked together. So if you did something really slow. For sweeping, you want to be sure that the pick, it's all downs and it's all ups. Okay. But you don't want to individually pick each one. You want to fall onto the next string. That's the key. Okay. And actually, for me, I don't keep the pick straight. Yeah. I actually like a paintbrush.
Yeah. Right.
So it goes real smooth. So. But all that is just shapes. Also, I will palm mute just to get a little bit cleaner. So, so if I do a repetitive sweep, I'm palm muting, so it's cleaning it up a little bit. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, you just had the Weibo account like a few days ago, and now you have like,
we're back to Weibo.
700 fans. You know. You know, I noticed that a few days ago when we were doing the show, and you know, all the fans down there, they were singing "I'm Alright" along with me.
It's crazy, yeah.
You know, so I'm just wondering, are there any new songs coming out, or do you have a new record?
Yes.
Coming out anytime soon?
Yes. And in fact, this has been the problem with me being in America and not being able to get my music to China. So I have actually, since I've been here, I've released 2 records. Okay. One's called 212. Yeah. I'm really, really proud of that record. It has some great songs on it. Yeah. And then I have a new record I just released a few months ago. It's called Clyde the Cat. Okay. And I'm really proud of that record too. Okay. And I can tell when I play in China right now on this tour, everyone knows the older stuff. Right. So if I'm doing or in the first date of the tour, I don't know if you noticed, they were singing the melody to This Time. but the crowd was actually singing. I would just stop and. So that's my hope now with getting on Youku and Weibo, that the fans now will know the new material, and it's like a whole new. I have all this music I want everyone to hear now.
Yeah, and they're gonna get the latest information.
Yes, exactly. As soon as I get home, I'm posting videos and music, and I know we're gonna do a promotion with Guitar China where he's gonna give a lot of my new music away. So I want everyone to share it and listen.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
sounds
awesome.
Great. Okay. Is there anything else you wanna say to the Chinese fans, or?
I love you. That's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
for your
you so
time.
much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.